Darkcast Network. Out of the shadows comes the best of indie podcasts.
Welcome to the J Squared Horror Podcast, where two lifelong horror fans talk all things horror. Pour yourself your favorite drink and hang out. Here are your hosts, Josh and Jake.
Hey guys, welcome to the J Squared Horror Podcast. I'm Josh.
And I'm Jake.
And on today's final entry into our Happy Horrordaze series, what classic slasher movie are we going to be discussing tonight, Jake?
We are discussing 1974's Black Christmas, directed by Bob Clark.
Oh, that's a really easy director's name. Bob Clark. Yes, this is considered in a lot of horror fans' opinions as one of the original slasher movies.
Yeah.
Very interesting to me that both of the most original horror slashers are holiday-based, which is cool.
Very true. Also,
Very true, yeah.
Speaking of Bob Clark, what other holiday movie did he direct?
Have we talked about it before?
We've asked it at trivia, and we've also mentioned it on the episode before.
Holiday. I can't think of it. What is it?
A Christmas Story.
A Christmas Story. No
Yeah.
shit. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
He
All
loves
right.
Christmas, obviously.
Obviously, he loves Christmas. Before we get into the Black Christmas episode, what would we like to let anyone new to our podcast know?
As always, like and subscribe on YouTube.
Pretty, please.
You also find us on Spotify,
You can listen to us there.
as well as Apple,
You can listen to us there,
as well as Google.
as far as we know.
You also can find us on Instagram for
Yep.
sure. J Square Horror Podcast, link tree in the bio. New episodes every Thursday.
Yeah. Every single Thursday, no matter what life throws at us, we put out what we consider is the most original horror podcast out there. Why we consider ourselves the most original podcast out there is because we are communication based. We are two friends that like to drink and talk all things horror. So if you like chatting it up about horror movies, if you like discussing different topics and theories about horror, stick along, check us out, comment along. You can always request episode ideas or request to be on an episode if you go to our website, www.jsquaredhorrorpodcast.com. We would love to include as many fans in our podcast as possible since we are a communication-based podcast. You guys can hear us talk shit every week. We want to include your guys' thoughts and theories. So please, please, please comment on YouTube, comment on Instagram, or go to our website, www.jsquaredhorrorpodcast.com. What I'd also like to mention real quick is we are a part of the Darkcast Network. I know, it's super exciting. They welcomed us in with open arms into their podcasting community. So if you are into independent podcasts, dark, true crime, just really interesting podcast overall, you know you have us every Thursday, but go check them out, go support them because they have been a great place for us to be promoted and shared for quite some time. Now, excuse me. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way now, guys. I'm feeling a little under the weather. I don't know if you can tell by my voice. I can fucking hear it. I don't know if you guys can. I'm going to fight through it as best I can. If you hear some coughs or some sniffles, I'm sorry for our audio listeners, our YouTube viewers. I'm sorry at my appearance. I'm trying to fight through. We are recording on Christmas night.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas. We're hoping everybody had a good Christmas. This is the last Christmas movie we're going to talk about for quite some time.
So glad.
I am too.
And it's the last episode of the year
is the
2023.
Yes, we got through 2023, buddy. We've had some significant growth thanks to all you fans out there that have been liking, subscribing, and following along. We are super excited and just humbly want to say thank you for growing us as more than we anticipated.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. Heading into the new year, super stoked on next year and our next round of goals and ambitions that we have through the podcast. And we couldn't do it without every single one of you. So we hope you're enjoying your family time, but also can listen to us all the time.
You can do it today if you want.
You can listen to us whenever, man. I think it's going to be like cool, man.
I mean, hopefully you spent your Christmas listening to us.
Yeah, like you just gathered your family around the Christmas tree and the TV
Krampus.
and put us on YouTube and it's like, Krampus, listen to these two dorks talk about horror movies. Black Christmas, what sparked the idea for me is our homie, our good friend, a guy that's been on the podcast, CII Jones, a local horror author whose opinion I value, I trust. Obviously, everybody has differing opinions on movies.
Very true.
But he sparked me because he posted on Facebook that Black Christmas from 1974 is as good as Halloween 1978. So I'd like to start this episode out by asking you, someone that has been very versed in older horror movies, somebody that's a big slasher fan, and somebody that hates all, as you've said multiple times, holiday, it's in particular Christmas horror movies.
Correct.
How are you feeling with this last entry into the Happy Horror Daze, and how do you feel about CII Jones's comparison of Halloween and Black Christmas?
What I like about that comparison
Yes, sir.
is the fact that just like Halloween obviously is a Halloween
Yes.
set movie,
Yes, it is a Halloween set movie. Thank you.
I like that Black Christmas is obviously a Christmas set movie, but
Yeah,
this movie you could have on a different holiday
absolutely.
and it would still be, I feel like, a good slasher movie.
Yeah.
So, yeah, every movie we covered so far, I wasn't really feeling. This one I do like, I think, because it's not super like Christmassy.
It's like the Die Hard horror.
Yeah.
You know, like everybody screams Die Hard to Christmas movie because it takes place on
See
Christmas.
the tree and all that shit.
It's not like centric around
Correct.
like everything else we covered this month.
which was super heavy on
Christmas. Yeah. Do you feel like it's comparative to 1978's Halloween? Just as a standalone slasher? Take out.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Do you?
No, I do. I do not. I do not agree with that at all. But I respect his view of that because it shows the difference, maybe the different like styles and enjoyments of slasher films. I think because of my fandom of Halloween 1978, and like I'll see, like how I always joke Friday the 13th fans, that it's like a cookie cutter recopy.
Yeah.
If you watch this movie, there are parts where you're like, did John Carpenter watch?
Yeah, there are parts of it that are super.
It's the
similar.
hands. It's like the POV camera I thought was like
Yeah.
an original Halloween kind of thing.
Nope.
It's not, dude. And it's eye-opening to me because it's like, I would stand on the top of a mountain and be like, Halloween 1978 in its own, like, it did everything like first.
Yeah.
And I honestly can't say that anymore. And then what I'd like to do maybe early on in the new year is maybe bring in the original Texas Chainsaw because it's also predates Halloween.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's a slash. He's current. His movie, we covered his newest movie a year ago. You're not even, but
the only thing that I feel like separates Black Christmas from like the slasher.
Yeah, like why is it
the top
so
ones?
Like redhead stepchild?
Well, the killer isn't iconic.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
You know, and it's not even the whole, well, you don't see his face kind of thing.
No.
Okay.
And also there's like no mask and like no like hidden identity.
Yeah.
We could wrap this into more like a true crimey kind of thing. Or
Almost,
like a more like of a person to person drama versus like a monster. Like, yeah, he's super messed up. Who you find out the killer is and like his reasoning behind it. I think you kind of do. But there's like, even in the beginning scenes, like I just rewatched it because like, honestly, I don't know if it's because I haven't been feeling well or it's like my attention span shot because I've been consuming so many shitty movies lately. Or just not the best kind of movies, not like shitty movies, but like, man, it's been a rough month, you know? Fitting in the movies that I requested us to cover and then like also like family Christmas movie time, and it's like I'm now sitting down trying to watch Black Christmas like oof like it's good, but like there's certain parts of this movie where it's like nails on a chalkboard for me, and it's like little things that like I should not be nitpicking, but as you guys as fans of the podcast and as you know as my best fucking friend, Like, the girl answering the phone throughout this entire movie just, like, legitimately infuriates me.
So I thought it's the 70s. After the second phone call,
just
disconnect it.
Yeah, don't answer your phone.
Go about your night.
Yeah.
He's not coming down to you.
Yeah, but also, like, when she answers the phone, the second hello is already in, like, despair.
Yeah.
Like, bros, like, I've been on landlines. I'm that old. Like, we've used landlines, dude.
Yeah.
They're shitty connections sometimes. You hear the crackles of your cord because maybe that little plastic piece isn't quite all the way in there anymore. And for all of our younger fans out there that might not understand that, we didn't have this like 4K talking that we have today with these cellular devices, all right? We had things attached to the wall that you had to walk around the corner if the cord was long enough so you didn't have to talk on the phone in front of your family members.
Yeah. And I can remember getting calls to the house growing up, and my parents just taking the phone off the hook past a certain time.
Yeah, straight up. My grandparents used to unplug it from the unplug the cord.
No more phone calls.
Yeah, literally. That's
from anybody.
It doesn't matter if somebody's dying. You piss your parents off.
Through.
Yeah, you piss your parents off to the point to where there is no phone calls coming into this household ever again. And we did that in, fuck it, let's call it the 2000s because, we are both 90s kids, but even late 90s, early 2000s, like that's the way this is the 70s.
Yeah.
Y'all knew what was going on with these phones.
Yeah, dude, don't answer it.
It's a sorority, and it's like there's obviously like different characters and like different people. I feel like one of the biggest things that they missed about this is they didn't have a Laurie Strode. Not even just Laurie Strode, but I'm going to use her as the prime example. Somebody that you care about.
So they tried that with the girl with the yellow shirt and the vest or whatever.
Yeah.
Her and her boyfriend. They tried to make her the final girl.
Yeah.
But she didn't have the necessary tools to be the final. And honestly, I wasn't that invested in her.
That's what I'm saying.
And you see her decision-making going on.
Yeah.
You don't deserve this.
You don't.
No.
I think that's my biggest hiccup with this movie is like, if you're going to do a slasher like this, as much as you don't need like character development, I need a reason to give a fuck about the people that are dying.
Yeah.
I just do. Even if you don't care about the ones that are dying, but the ones that are surviving the longest.
Yeah.
Even in Friday the 13th, those final girls, like they're usually more the purer or the nicer ones. Yeah. So at least then you're like, okay, this girl was a slut and this guy's a stoner and this guy's lazy and, this guy's in a wheelchair. He can get axed through the head, and get thrown down some stairs because it's the 80s,
Was there any character you did care about?
None, dude.
There was one out. It was Barb, I think, the girl who drank too much.
Yeah, I like Barb because I can relate to Barb. Like, I like Barb's just like no fucks given mentality throughout the entire film.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like if you were to build a final girl, it should have been Barb.
Yeah.
Because she seems to be going through the most, even though you don't know exactly what. And even in the original phone call, she takes the phone and takes control and is like, yo, I deal with bigger creeps twice a day in the city. And you're like, okay, this girl's got some thick skin. So that could come in, later.
No.
But she's also got the funny side where she's like fellatio when she's talking to the cop. And it's like she was the best character.
I agree.
And I guess I just didn't care because she's off screen for the next hour after that. And you're like, even when she comes in and dies, I forgot about her.
Yeah.
Like there's who they chose to be stuck in front of my face was the girl with the glasses that I didn't give a shit about. And then that girl that you said, like, I just didn't care about any of the characters.
Yeah. The characters weren't
the first kill.
The best. Yeah.
Like the first kill doesn't make any, like none of it adds all the way up.
The girl with the bag on her head, like you found later?
Yeah, well, you see her throughout the entire movie.
They keep cutting back.
Sitting in the damn window.
So I did see that. So that girl was like a swimmer or something.
And she could like hold her breath?
Yeah.
Was that like real?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's why they used her for that role.
Because
she could sit there and just hold her breath all that time. I think it is 1974. I'm sure they don't have the...
they didn't have the prosthetic department quite yet.
Yeah.
Because I'd be like, that thing looks real, dude.
Yeah, that was her sort of bad.
She
would just hold her breath.
You got one take for me, dude.
Yeah.
Before my eye starts twitching.
Just use that numerous times.
Keep reusing that same cut. Like just that like side panel view of just me. Like, that's it, you know? That's the only view you get, which there's a plethora of horror movies that have done that, where they'll use the same cut scenes, like, over and over again. I do feel like, because it's not like, there's a difference between shadow play of Michael Myers and just not seeing anything happen.
Okay.
Like, throughout the whole movie. And then, like, the caretaker, or, like, the head lady of the house, that kill makes no sense to me.
Where you threw the hook down to her?
Why was there a tow truck rated hook in the attic?
I have no idea.
You know, and it's like, okay, I don't understand all architecture.
Yeah.
Maybe it was for a piano or something.
So
like,
something super
heavy.
Pulls him up into that.
Something super heavy into the attic. Maybe that's what they did back then. You had a perfect little ladder up there. You know, you can get stuff up there. But it's like, even then, it swings down and hooks her like a fish, and he can pull her right up. Like, I don't know, dude. And, like, she was, you know, she was a somewhat likable character. She was very realistic.
And also a drinker, too.
I respect drinkers out there, man. As you know, we drink and we know all things horror here on the J Squared Horror Podcast. When she's looking through, like, the encyclopedias or whatever, and she's like, B for booze or whatever, and she grabs the book. That was cool, man. And then you have, like, the dad character, who makes no sense.
He's real, like...
He's judgmental.
He was almost like comedy relief in certain aspects too, though.
I don't think he was supposed to be, though. I just think he was a bad actor.
Like, when she's standing there and she's calling for, so he's like possibly like, dude, what are you doing?
He's creepy. Like,
he was creepy.
He's creepy. He's a bald guy with bushy eyebrows.
He's just, you know, popping around. And
then you have, like, the search party scenes of, like, they find, like, some kid, and, like, I don't...
Yeah, that was a whole other thing.
Dude, there's like 2 movies in this
that
movie,
I was
dude.
not invested in. Well, some was 3, because you have that. You have the stuff going on in the house.
Yep.
And the stuff with homegrown or boyfriend.
Yeah, you have 3 different stories going on that never commingle.
At all, yeah.
At any point.
Yeah.
You can even add the Carolers as their own movie. Jeez, dude. Like, I mean, and it's like, you have the cop. That guy's been in, he's from Nightmare on Elm Street, for Pete's sake. He's the dad in Nightmare on Elm Street.
So in my mind, he was a lieutenant there. He
moved and started another family.
Again?
I love the reuse of characters like that have, like, similar jobs, because that's what you think.
Yeah.
You're like, they just pulled up shop, moved to Springfield, and he's like, son of a bitch, again? So this guy's invisible this time.
So that's why I think about, because in Die Hard, the cop is Carl Winslow.
Yes.
He was a cop in Family Matters.
Family Matters, yeah.
And I think, damn, again?
Yeah, he's like, can't catch a break. Can't catch a break, dude. It's funny. Yeah, your typecast makes us giggle.
Yeah, it's so weird.
We can continue our own little plot lines. we can just make our own little stories up in our heads that make us happy.
So that's so weird, because also I think, so the guy, sorry, too, a guy who plays a cop in Nightmare on Elm Street is now, I think he's the sheriff in Scream.
Oh, okay.
I think one, another Wes Craven.
Yeah, Wes Craven.
Or him just, moving.
He just moved.
With Springwood and going out here is like, damn.
I can't catch a break.
I can't.
You just can't.
Yeah.
That's what it'd be like if you're a typecasted horror cop.
Yeah. So, Black Christmas has 2, I guess, remakes.
Okay.
One in 2006.
I saw a really weird one where they're like baking people as cookies or something. Is that the 2006 one?
Yeah.
That was weird.
So that one, I remember seeing that in theaters. I was like 16.
Okay.
I remember seeing that when it came out.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that one.
Okay.
There's a recent one from a year or 2 ago. Trash.
I figured. If you're going on a third, like, retry, it's not going to be very good.
So what's crazy is the recent one is, like, overtly, like, pro-women.
Oh, okay.
So
is that why you don't like it?
No. But it's like...
These women are too strong.
It's like over the top with it.
Yeah, yeah. Like a lot of people complain about Ghostbusters.
Yeah. So like this one from the original, it's also very pro women.
It is very pro women.
Women are the strongest characters in there.
Absolutely. Every single woman in this movie was strong.
Whether it's the boyfriend versus like their boyfriends.
Yeah.
The cops.
Yeah.
They're the strongest
They're the ones getting the shit done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like that it shows that message. Like I said, the most recent one, it's just
too much.
Yeah, it's too much.
And we're not anti-women over here at the J Squared Horror Podcast.
No.
Not at all.
We love women.
We love women.
Yeah.
And we do. And we had a Final Girl episode. Go check it out. Where we talked about our favorite women in horror.
So if he had a top 10 Final Girl, would this girl make it?
No.
Okay.
Not even, she wouldn't be in a top 100. And I can't even think of 100 off the top of my head.
But you know she wouldn't be there.
No. You barely being able to kill your boyfriend is not that impressive to me.
Which is crazy that she thought her boyfriend was the one doing it. She turned on him so quick.
Wasn't it the boyfriend?
No.
Oh, who was it?
Billy.
Wasn't that her? Wait.
No.
What?
What? Did you watch the movie?
I've been in a fever dream for like a week. Wait a second.
Her boyfriend's not the killer.
He's the pianist.
Yeah.
That's her boyfriend.
Yeah.
That's not the killer?
No. So the killer
Wait, what?
is Billy. They explain that he like breaks out of like an asylum or something.
Dude.
And he gets into that house.
I thought it was the boyfriend this whole time.
No.
Is that not who she's holding in the basement?
Yeah, that's her boyfriend.
Yeah.
He's not the killer though. Yeah, that's why. That's why when
Oh my God.
the cops leak and she wants to get some rest, the phone rings again.
I just thought it was like a Friday the 13th Lake thing.
Nope, that's Billy, the actual killer. Brian telling her, yeah, you fucked up. It's not your boyfriend. And why you would think it's your boyfriend?
I thought it was because
Makes no
she's
sense to
trying
me.
to kill the baby, dude. I thought that was the whole point of the movie.
No.
Dude, I swear, I must have fallen asleep and woken up and seen some shit that I didn't know.
Yeah, he's not the killer.
I am so happy I don't do a podcast alone. They'd be like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? I literally, if you rewind like 2 minutes, I said she barely killed her own boyfriend to survive. Nope, she just killed her boyfriend because she's dumb.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because she thought, so there's a scene in the movie to where
I fucking quit.
this
This is my last episode.
she gets a phone call from Billy.
Yeah.
It's the killer, obviously.
Yeah.
Right after that, her boyfriend calls.
Yeah.
And I think that put in her head was got to be him. And
It was like this, for me, it was like the Scream thing.
And then their whole dynamic of what they got going on, I guess that just put more into her head that he was the killer. He's not the killer. That was dumb that she would think. If you think of Sam and the latest Scream,
Yeah.
and she accuses her friend, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. I mean, here I am watching it twice, including you saw I finished it.
Yeah.
I finished it right when you showed up. I was like, I got this movie, dude. It's just a little family drama. That's all it is. Damn, dude, I'm dumb. It was really somebody else? Did they ever make a sequel?
No, but they showed the killer
What?
like twice.
Oh, I thought it was the boyfriend the whole time.
So when
I thought it was the guy that played the piano. Did they look alike? A little?
they're two white guys.
That'll do it. I say we all look alike.
So
Oh my God.
the scene where he kills Barb,
Yeah.
they show like his silhouette in his eye
Yeah, it's
As
like a
he's-
red eye.
as he's raising up the glass unicorn or whatever. You can see his face
Yeah.
a little bit. It's not.
I thought it was a stunt double.
in his.
I thought they were doing a shitty job of,
Nope.
of switching out the actors.
They're just two totally different characters.
Dude, I don't like the movie anymore now that you said that, but I still, I feel like you can go back to the beginning of this episode and realize that I'm an idiot.
So
Oh my God.
if it was the boyfriend,
Clearly I am not feeling well.
you would enjoy it more if it was.
No, I don't enjoy this movie very much.
Really.
No, it's not my
Now-
cup of tea, dude.
Now, are we going into it because it was compared to Halloween,
No, I've watched this movie before. I realized it.
and because it's considered the first slasher?
I love the fact that I don't have any animosity towards anything that started anything
Okay.
like you do towards Halloween. I just don't. I don't have that kind of evil bone in my body. But
animosity towards Halloween.
when I say that, even though Sean Cunningham has gone on record saying that it's just a copy of Halloween, I have never heard John Carpenter go on record and say, hey, I might have used a couple of things from Black Christmas. Which, if you go and watch Black Christmas and Halloween, they give you certain similar vibes.
Yeah, everyone has their secrets.
And you can't deny it. You can't. Yeah. It's not like the opening kid Michael Myers walking through the house. Yeah, go ahead and watch the opening of Black Christmas for me. It's fucking almost shot for shot.
It is similar.
It's so and he's like, I had the Panasonic camera that changed it. Whatever they were doing fucking 5 years earlier, dude, looked pretty similar.
Just handheld going
running through the house, climbing up a freaking vine thingy. It's eye-opening that, and I think that I saw somewhere that like Black Christmas has like it's not trending, but like more people were watching it this year, which is cool.
I wonder why.
It's free on Peacock, probably. That might help.
Yeah, I watch it on YouTube.
It's free on Amazon, Peacock, Vudu or Vubu, whatever that one is that we never look at. We've never even downloaded it.
Yeah.
But for sure it's on Peacock and Prime and YouTube. I never look at YouTube. You're the one that always tells our fans about YouTube.
A lot of stuff on YouTube, guys.
I was trying to find the Grinch, like Jim Carrey's Grinch.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, YouTube. And it was like, hour 36. Yeah. Like full movie. And I was like, oh, then I clicked on it. It was just this guy talking.
Yeah.
Like with like random ads. And Jen was like, are you dumb? And I was like, yeah, clearly.
So 9 times out of 10, if the title says full movie.
Yeah.
And like the first picture is like the Universal logo, whatever production when you make it. Mm-hmm. That's not it.
Good to know.
It'll start like it is.
Yeah.
Then it'll stop and it's just ads and people talking. Mm-hmm. You just find where it's like a little longer and it's like a random scene from the movie. That's it.
That's it? Okay. Yeah. That's good to know. Good for you fans to know, too, if you made it 30 minutes into this episode.
Well, they're on YouTube. They should.
Yeah, very true.
I'm giving you YouTube tips.
You get all the YouTube video
better
watching.
Utilize YouTube.
Free movies on YouTube.
Done something.
Boom.
All 4 Hell Houses. Just put it out there.
Yeah, literally. The greatest 4-piece horror content you can
They're
get.
all on YouTube for free.
Or, to some people. Some people don't like them.
Some people don't like the first one.
Don't like the first
one.
Which
I think is a very interesting concept.
Very interesting concept.
But to each their own.
I'm sure there's a plethora of movies that we don't like that people like. Actually, we know that for a fact.
Yeah, some people.
That we usually don't agree.
Yeah.
Across the status quo.
That's fine.
I'm cool with that.
To each their own.
I'm sure people are going to hate that I thought it was the boyfriend this whole time. You look pretty disappointed.
I was. Because you didn't watch it twice?
I did. I did watch it twice. Now, granted, both times I've been feeling like this. So, take that with a grain of salt. No, actually, I lied. The first time I felt fine. It's one of those movies that, like, you don't watch it when you're slightly sleepy. Don't watch it when your TikTok algorithm is just absolutely amazing and everything on your phone is more interesting than the shit going on your screen.
Okay, the movie isn't that bad.
Look, dude, it might not be for most.
Okay, let me ask you this.
It's not my cup of tea.
This is the 4th movie we've covered.
Yeah, in the Happy Horror Daze.
If you had to rank this, where's it at?
All right, so I'm going to go 1 to bottom. I'm going to go first place to bottom.
Okay.
All right, first place, Krampus.
Okay.
I love Krampus.
Okay.
Krampus is probably my favorite Christmas horror movie.
Okay.
2 spot.
Okay.
2 spot. I'm going to go.
If you say anything other than Black Christmas,
I'm going to go with Happy Knife Day.
You're so full of shit, dude.
Right? I'm going to go with Happy Knife Day. Then I'm going to go. Oh, fuck.
You don't even know the name of the fucking movie.
It's a wonderful dude, I don't know why that is fixated in my brain.
I know it is.
Like, you guys, you probably think it's just for fun to make you giggle. Dude, it's the first thing that pops into my head and comes out of my mouth when I think of that movie. It's A Wonderful Knife in second, Black Christmas in third, Mean One in fourth.
Okay.
Where do you go?
Number 1 is Black Christmas.
Get the fuck out of here. Krampus is way better.
Number 2 is Krampus.
Okay. Number 3?
Number 3 is...
Having a Happy Knife Day.
Number 3 is The Mean One.
Oh, It's a Wonderful Knife is below at the bottom?
Yeah.
Not according to your ranks.
Yeah. I've had time to think about, we all grow as people and as fans. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I've had time.
Is it because of all the other content creators out there just slobbing all over that movie?
No. So I ranked them pretty close. One a little higher, obviously.
You gave It's a Wonderful Knife slightly above Mean One, yeah.
So there weren't like huge differences. I've had time to think about it. It's Wonderful Knife. It's like The Mean One a little better.
Okay.
In retrospect.
Okay. I like that. I'll take it. I'm going to get so much hate for my rankings. All right. So, in this here fine Christmas movie, Black Christmas, what is your favorite kill? What do you give the Jake stamp of approval of kills for this episode?
So my favorite kill is, I think, the most iconic kill of the movie. And it's him killing Barb with the glass unicorn.
Yeah.
I love that kill.
It's a very good kill. It's the most,
It's just like the
intense.
The slow motion.
Yeah.
Her hands hitting the other glass things. And
Yeah.
just the lead up of her character up into that moment.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
Somewhat of a lead up. But yeah.
What about
Nightmares and stuff.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, no questions asked. It's the most visualized kill on the movie.
Although
You see it most.
do you have a least favorite?
Yeah, probably the carrot hook
Book thing?
because it just doesn't make sense in my head.
So
Like even the plastic bag there were clothes,
yeah.
dry cleaning hanging up, and I was
Yeah.
like, that's that's what happens. What about you?
I would agree.
Yeah, we're in full agreement on this one.
Yeah.
I also don't remember. That's the only kills I remember.
Well, obviously, homegirl killing her boyfriend.
We didn't see it.
Yeah, but
It doesn't count.
just the fact that she did it just is,
It also looked like tomato paste on his head. It was like orange.
yeah, it didn't look good.
Did not look good.
No.
And they were both sleeping. Like, how long did it take those cops to get there, dude?
Well, they're cops in horror movies.
Touche.
So a long time.
Hour and a half.
So that's like when the guy tells him the address the calls are coming from. He said, no, that's where the calls are going to. First of all, they come from inside the house, okay? I'm not that bad of a fucking cop. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
They come from inside.
Yeah.
So do with that what you will.
Take your information and run with it.
Yeah.
Or go throughout the house and look for all your friends. No, dude.
Then you thought it's your boyfriend?
I thought it was up until...
Calling from inside the house the entire time?
You know, and it's funny because, like, a lot of the points that I was going to make during this episode,
Yeah.
I was going to be like, well, why was he climbing in the window in the first place? He didn't know about the abortion. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So I should have known that it was not him. And I was like,
Yeah.
He's just mean. He's the mean one. He's just
It's the mean one.
he's just a grumpy old boy. I didn't know it was like New Year's Evil Man. Is that what's the slumber party one? With the drill.
Slumber Party Massacre.
Slumber Party Massacre. I didn't know it was a Slumber Party Massacre where
Yeah,
some random loony guy escapes and starts killing girls.
Yeah.
Same concept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There aren't many original.
I mean, we know
Horror
there's
concept.
like
Yeah.
there's it's impossible to have original horror content.
Well, it's not impossible.
I mean, to an extent, it's all stemmed off of something, but like there are just eye-opening similarities with certain movies.
Yeah.
And like I think I like Slumber Party Massacre more than I like this one, personally.
Really?
Yeah, I just don't really like this movie. At least in Slumber Party Massacre, I get to see like 4, 5, 6 kills.
Okay.
It's a low kill count. It's. I don't really care about any of the characters.
Did you care about them in Slumber Party Massacre?
Slightly. I like that one girl that gets killed in the shower. Just she was pretty. And also, I was like, man, she's just trying to get her school books, bro. She's a good girl. It kind of like went against tropes. I'm cool with that.
There were good girls in this movie. All of them,
she got killed first.
Except for Barb.
She got killed first. That girl was innocent as can be. The girl that got strangled, dude, she was like, I don't like that you're like being mean to him. I'm going to go pack my bag. Then she gets fucking strangled. She was looking out for you, Mr. Killer Guy, saying you shouldn't provoke him. That was the word I was trying to think of. Okay. You shouldn't provoke him. Yeah, maybe you should have, because she lived way longer than you. You got strangled upstairs by just occurrence. Also, girls, check your closets, man. Keep some brass knuckles on you.
That's the number one place they're going to be.
Yeah.
They're always there.
I'll be walking into my closet without a care in the world, dude. Hell, 99% of the time I'm naked. I'm vulnerable as shit. I ain't got nothing on me.
Someone's going to step out one day.
That would be crazy. If I actually got from the closet monsters.
Yeah.
Oof. I'm not scared of much, though. It's also the furthest point in my house, so you'd have to cover some distance to get back there.
Yeah. I mean, they could come in when you're not here. You also have 2 doors getting into your house. So.
Always locked? Well, no, actually. You came over today. It was
wide open.
I was still on the couch, half asleep. Oh, hey, Jake.
I just walked right in.
I mean, what do you like so much about this movie? You're like ostracizing me for not being the biggest fan of this movie, dude. I feel like you fuck with it a lot more than I do. It's the original slasher, man. Like, I don't know, dude. I don't know what to tell you. Fuck, just because it's the original slasher don't mean I got fuck with it. This is yeah, man. Stand up for your shit. Get on your mountain, buddy.
I am right now. I like the characters to an extent. I like how they're all different personality types.
Okay.
I do like the fact that it is in that time frame.
Yeah.
Does show him in such a strong way.
Okay, that's making me seem like a slight asshole.
Well, you know.
That's not why I don't like the movie, ladies.
Male chauvinist, you know, so.
Okay. I'll take it. Go ahead. Anybody that knows me knows. I'm a sweetheart, okay? Fucking pro woman, dude.
So.
Dude, I think I have a fever at this point.
I do like the. It is kind of hot. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm happy you agree.
In my opinion, I would say iconic kills at least.
One.
The one thing that doesn't hold up for me is just the killer himself.
Yeah.
No real like definitive look to him. You get a little backstory.
Yeah.
I do like the concept of the being in the house type of thing, like the phone calls.
Okay, that's terrifying.
So there are scary aspects to the movie.
Yeah.
And overall, it's not a bad movie at all. If the killer had like a definitive look to him.
Yeah. Oh, man.
It doesn't have to be like a mask. Even like an outfit.
That's solid. That's a solid fucking point,
definitive look to him. It would put it up in there. Because, in all honesty, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, for example, the movies aren't that great. Besides like the first one. Okay. And the recent one.
Beginnings was pretty good. Just watched a couple nights ago. It was very good.
Friday the 13th.
Yes.
They're not all great.
No.
Halloween, they're not all great.
No. We're not saying that any of those are all great. Not all good.
They have iconic slashers with iconic looks.
Yeah. I think that's what keeps them alive, though.
Yeah. So in the 2006 version of it, they give him like really prominent yellow skin. So like they try to give him a like definitive look to him.
Okay.
But now like this is
you already fucked up the first one.
Like 30 years after the first one. So
you're not saving it.
Yeah, it's too late now.
Dude, I didn't even think about that because I was like wondering like why do I hate this movie so much?
Yeah.
Because like comparatively to most of that era's slasher movies, it's on par.
Yeah.
It's on par. The fact that they did it first, I should probably respect it more. But that's not what I'm about. I look at it from what I saw. I think that's why I mentioned the whole shadow play versus what I got in this movie. It's like, Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees. Like Jason Voorhees is obviously the more upfront. Leatherface, more upfront. Michael Myers, slightly more hidden. But to constantly be hiding in the attic and off-screen kills, I'm only seeing hands, it's not going to scare me. So you need something visual. I think that's most people. You need something visual to scare you. Like you need, like of course the idea of the creatures of the unknown are scary. Like the monsters under your bed, for example.
That's all I can say. It's the fear of the unknown.
Yeah, I get that. But when you're watching a movie that's an hour and 37 minutes long, let me just see you once.
Well, you do see him briefly.
Yeah, but he just looked like a dude.
So you're told, yeah, people over here, you're hanging out, having a good time, having a party, or whatever. A person or two start getting knocked off. And now you're a little scared about it,
Yeah.
Call the police. They call you back and tell you the person who's doing it, who you haven't seen directly, is placing the phone call you're getting from inside the house the entire time.
I'm going to ask how.
And I'll tell you, they were in the house before you were.
No. I get that, right? But if you go back to our landlines from back in the day, you can't call yourself, bro. You can't pick up a phone that's plugged into that same phone jack and call yourself.
Different phone jack.
Oh, so the house has multiple phone jacks with multiple lines?
This is a big house in the 70s that could be rich. Who knows? All right.
See, that's the thing about this movie.
I guess
Scream did it.
Phone in the attic?
Scream did it with the use of the cell phone. But even in 1996, that was still kind of like, whoa. You know what I mean? Like, the calls are coming from, nearby because the killer's after you, right? But it was the use of cell phones before they were, like, huge.
Yeah.
It's like when a stranger calls. I never saw the original one. I saw that remake that came out, like, roughly around the same time as the remake of Black Christmas, right? Yeah. When that motherfucker says that the phone calls are coming from inside the house, bro, chili bumps all over my body.
Really?
Because there were cell phones. I had one in my pocket. The fact that it's like and the thing is like he's screaming at the top of his fucking lungs some inappropriate shit.
You'd be able to hear him in a different room.
You'd be able to hear him. You'd be able to fucking hear him. See, I'm in this looking at it as a horror podcaster. Maybe that was my problem. I did not go into this as just like some movie connoisseur. No, just like a normal person. I didn't go into this as a normal person. Maybe it's because Caleb or C.I.I. Jones decided to come at my boy Michael Myers all sideways.
That's exactly what it is.
All right, maybe it is.
You went into it with that thought.
But
this movie's not as good as Halloween.
Yeah, but Michael Myers, other than the very end where he gets shot 6 times and disappears, it's for the most part believable. Like what's happening to the people isn't that far-fetched. But this movie, it's like
it's also not far-fetched.
No, but screaming in the attic, obscenities constantly, and like yelling in pain. The lady heard the cat meow, and you're not hearing some guy go, "I'm gonna kill you." Like, come on, dude, that's fucking corny, dude. It's corny. It's corny. Like, I'm pretty sure my sister just heard me do that from here. You know what I mean? And it's like, I understand the terrifying concept of it being inside of your house. Okay. But show me a guy in a crazy mask and I'll be like, fuck, I'm sold. He got me. Come down that attic like a man, okay? Because I saw you walking down it and you're double foot handing it. Somebody's going to look up the stairwell and be like, who in the fuck is climbing down my attic ladder right now, dude? I can see it. Because every time he came down, he had a clear shot of the downstairs from his vantage point. It's corny, dude.
And they were like standing around.
Yeah, corny.
They could have heard something.
Yeah. He's right there at the top of the stairs.
Who is that?
Excuse me, sir. This is an all girls fraternity house. What are you doing up there?
You have to leave.
We just said all the guys had to leave. Can you please go? I just feel like it's corny, dude. At the end of the day, that's what it is. And maybe it's because I'm watching it in 2023 and I've consumed probably too much horror. It should be probably illegal with how many movies we've watched at this point. I find it super corny. And I can pick apart this movie left and right, and nobody can argue me on any of it.
Okay.
Right? I mean, try your best, bud.
You did make some good points. So now,
I tried.
I'm going to mix it up this time. I'm going to ask you.
Oh, shit.
We're on a scale from 1 to 10.
Yes, sir.
What do you rate 1974's Black Christmas?
On a scale from 1 to 10, I rate this movie a 4.8.
That is honestly the most disrespectful rating I think I've ever heard you give.
And I just went over the reasons why, so I'm not going to go into it. Now, Jake, on a scale
4.8?
4.8.
So this movie isn't even average to you.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Mm-mm. Too many loopholes, man. Too many plots. Too many plot holes.
Okay.
Maybe if I watched it in 1974. Sorry, I watched it in 2023. The end of 2023. That's damn near 2024.
It's almost 40 years later.
Yep, fuck your movie.
Okay.
No, over 40 years later because Halloween was 40 years. That's 78.
50?
50, yeah. 50 over 50 years. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Sorry to all you people out there that like this movie.
This movie is almost half a century old.
And it should have stayed in that century.
You're like, fuck it.
Should have stayed back
It's
then.
not even a 5.
Nope. They should never have put it on digital.
So you're telling me.
Yeah, I am.
So you're rating.
I think I rated the mean one over there.
I feel like you did.
Yeah.
I feel like you are taking into account Halloween.
I think as I talked about this movie, I got more angry about it. And granted, I
think for the last 10 minutes or so, I said, yeah.
I got like heated. Like I'm very upset at this movie.
Okay.
I feel like if you're going to write a movie, make it make sense there. That's all I have to say.
All right.
On a scale from 1 to 10, Jake, what do you rate Black Christmas from 1974?
7.5.
Get the fuck out of here.
No.
Get the fuck all the way out of here.
And I explained my reasons why.
You didn't. Not for a 7.5.
Fuck
dude.
yeah,
Not for a 7.5. Dude, 7.5 is like a movie.
This is a movie.
It's like Signs. I'm pretty sure you rated Signs around that.
Yeah.
This movie ain't got shit. Ain't got shit. Ain't got shit on so many fucking movies.
There's one or two huge differences or things you can shit on about the movie, and we touched on that. But
what's so funny?
This movie isn't above average. This isn't an average movie to you.
What's so fucking funny about this situation in particular is when I first fucking met you, you were Mr. fucking plot hole finder. You were like this fucking stoic fucking I will fucking die over any plot hole. It could be The Shining. It could be some of our favorite movies, right? And you're just sitting there like reading a book of just plot hole, plot hole, plot hole. And I'm like, damn, dude, this motherfucker's got some points. I'm adjusting my ratings accordingly, especially of late. We'll hang out.
I did adjust mine.
We'll hang out.
I did adjust
We'll
mine.
talk a movie on the episode, and we both be like, oh, shit, so-and-so brought up some good points. You even said I brought up good points. I feel like
say that.
Right now, though, you're just standing on this because it's the original slasher, and you feel like it deserves more respect than I gave it.
No. I feel like.
And I'm not just disrespecting this because of the comparison of Halloween. Because as the episode went on, I started picking apart different parts of this movie that plot-wise didn't make any sense.
You didn't know who the fucking killer was.
That's on me. I'll give you that.
So you were even really watching the movie. So your 4.8 is bullshit anyway.
Obviously, I was watching it because I picked up on some other shit that happened. But the killer part got a little confusing. Maybe you would have put the motherfucker in a mask. I could have known who the killer was. You know, it's just fucking Scooby-Doo
Which I mentioned.
theory. I agree, but a 7 fucking... You said 7.5 or 7.8?
7.5.
Okay. 7.5 is still pretty high. You know, this is the reason we do this podcast.
4.8?
Yeah, dude, I'm sticking to it. Maybe it's because I didn't even realize that the killer wasn't the boyfriend and I'm mad at myself. Who cares? Fucking 4.
You should watch it for a third time.
Oh, man, not a fucking chance, dude. Not a chance. I mean, Mallory asked me to watch it. I'll probably watch it, but
there you go.
I would, and she'll probably rate it a fucking 10.
Mallory knows her fucking
Because we do not agree on shit, dude.
To an extent, although her feelings on Hell I do not agree with, but other than that, she's good.
Hey, man, the thing is, she always has arguments to fucking get us in our, not like us to each other. We'll never change each other's minds, but every so often.
Yeah. I'm not sure what angle she's watching the movies from.
I don't either, dude. It's so tricky.
It is tricky.
So tricky. Darn.
Yeah.
Darn that woman. All right. We didn't even talk about what we want to cover next week.
In the new year?
Yeah, what should we start off our first episode of 2024?
2024. It's a new year for you guys and for us, obviously.
Yeah, not just we've already been there. We know how this episode is going to do.
Yeah, so we're covering Back to the Future. So we're going to cover, guys. I don't know. I feel like we discussed before we wanted to start the year with.
Did we?
I feel like we did.
Oh, did we want to do the 2023 recap thing?
No, fuck.
Oh, okay. That's the only thing I remember us talking about.
Oh.
What else did we say? Do you remember?
I thought we said a certain movie we were going to start the year with.
Has to be good. Has to be like above a 4.8.
We covered Black Christmas. So.
Yeah, I would really wish more people stayed around to the end of these.
I do too, actually.
Oh, fucking no holds bar, baby.
It's January.
January?
Which is historically, for horror movies, a terrible fucking month.
It's a terrible month for us, too. December, January, February.
Yeah, horror and us, we just don't do well.
Hey, it makes sense. Everybody's everybody's trying to better themselves, you know, and the horror is
we're trying to drag you back down.
trying to bring you back down to the depths of hell.
You want to surprise them or decide right now?
I would like to decide so they have something to look forward to in the new year.
Yeah, we're not doing anything besides the episode. You got two options. What is the first movie that pops into your head?
I mean, I mentioned Texas, but I said in the new year. We don't have to do that immediately.
Okay.
We've covered. Oh my God, this is our 100th episode.
Oh shit, it is.
This is our 100th episode, dude. Oh man. So it's going to be our 101st. It's the first episode post 100 episodes.
Yeah.
Also in a whole new year. We have to bring them our A game.
It's got to be good.
They're like, and turn them guys off. I don't give a fuck what they're covering next week.
Figure it out. Fuck them. I'll find out next Thursday. We're done.
Obviously, they're going to post it.
True. Yeah, we'll just tell them.
Should we cover Victor Crowley?
When we do it. That'd be good.
He's looking right at me. See him?
Nah. I think I'm good on Victor.
Halloween 3 Season of the Witch?
Not doing that again.
Michael Myers. Sam. Jason
Definitely
Voorhees.
not. I can't wait to cover a Halloween movie and give it a fucking 4.7.
That's fine. No harm, no foul, babe.
It deserves it. Certain ones, yeah.
There's plenty of them that deserve it.
Most.
Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, I think we were in like 2s. I'm pretty sure we were in... Oh,
so this is better. This is better than
Season of the Witch?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. I'd watch Black Christmas 10 times before I'd watch Season of the Witch again.
All right. Yeah,
All right, I got nothing.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. We have a week to do it.
Probably,
over a week, actually.
We'll
We were recording this on Christmas.
Yeah. Plenty of time.
Like we said, this is a big episode for us. I fucking forgot to mention at the beginning. That sucked because we did a good amount of talking at the beginning, too.
Yeah, and no one's going to hear this.
No. I mean, there's definitely a good 15, 20 people that will, which is always super cool.
True.
You know, even if we get over, like 1,000 views on like Carmichael Manor,
So I guess if you got this far.
Yeah, if you got this far.
Comment.
Yeah.
And just congratulate us.
Well, yeah, congratulate us on 100 fucking episodes. And you guys hear me. Like, we'll fight through most things to do episodes. And now that we don't have anybody telling us that we can't come to each other's houses, like, we can be sick as fuck.
Boom.
And still do some episodes,
yeah.
bro. That's fucking awesome.
100 episodes.
Also,
this has been a hell of a ride.
Hell of a fucking ride, dude. Yeah. Like, this is crazy. But also, like, as I mentioned early on in the episode, if you're still sticking around, that means you're a real one. Comment a movie that you might want to hear. Maybe we can start off the new year with a fan fucking request. And there's no better way in the world to be the most original horror podcast based on communication than having a fan request as our first episode.
That's good. So now that we're here at this point.
Yeah.
Just comment it.
Comment it.
And you want to do the first comment, second, or third comment?
Best.
Okay. If you only get one, then obviously we're covering your movie.
If it's only one person, then we have to cover your movie. So just remember that. We typically on average get 2 comments per video.
Every now and then 3. That's why I said third.
Sometimes 6. We have like 6 or 8 on a couple of them. Definitely whoever comments a video, more than likely you're going to be covered in January.
Yeah.
Because I got nothing.
Yeah.
Horror Daze, I'm sorry. I mean, it did well, but it was rough.
It did do well.
It did well for us, but it was rough. I feel like just staying in the holiday spirit sometimes takes it out of you, you know?
Yeah, Happy Horror is into Happy Boo Year.
Happy Boo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. I'm here
I like
for Thursday.
that. Yeah, I like that. I like Boo Year.
So pretty much Ross. Where every movie you put up there.
Ross.
The cover.
Whatever you say. Ross is our fucking commenter, dude. It's funny because, like, before he came on the episode, he was like, I'm going to give you guys, like, a bunch of Asian, crazy films to cover. And dude, that was like a year ago. He ain't never sent us that list. Courtney sent us a list before she went into surgeries, and I kind of feel bad now.
Did she?
Because I never told you, and I'm just not remembering it.
Yeah,
right
you
now.
never mentioned that one time.
Well, first one's Salem's Lot, and we 86 that one out the gate.
It's 2 hours.
Almost 3
plus.
hours long.
Oh, yeah,
dude.
fuck that.
No. But yeah.
But a list is more than one movie, so.
Yeah, I don't remember the other ones. But I saw Salem's Lot and was like, I got to tell Jake, and I forgot. It was during the Happy Horror Daze thing, so, like, my bad.
Yeah,
it wasn't going to be covered in December anyway.
Yeah, so all you fans,
Oh, yeah, never listen to what I say about not doing shit that people request. That's not true. It's all for the appeal.
never listen to what you say.
Mm-mm.
All right,
No.
guys. Well, you heard that. So
Yeah.
4.8, fuck it.
It's just
Doesn't mean anything.
It's just for clicks.
Yeah.
I'm a clickbaiter. Okay, I be baiting y'all to click.
he meant 8.4. That's what he meant, guys.
Maybe, but you'll never know because I like being controversial on the microphones. If you know me in real life, you know I have a way better idea of horror than I do on the podcast.
He'll argue with you at a bar.
Like, straight up, I will come at you, bro. If you say some shit about Jason or Mike or Freddy. Or just any
horror in general,
movie, yeah. What's your favorite horror movie? Why? That's usually how it goes. I saw your tattoo. Shut up. Here's my card. Check out my podcast and then come talk to me. That's exactly how it goes every time. Or they'll say some dumb shit and Jake disappears and I'm in a fucking conversation with randoms for like an hour.
I'm gone. Yeah,
It's like,
all right. You guys have a good night.
dude, we got almost an hour out of this motherfucker.
Yeah. Well, we bullshit last like 10, 15 minutes. It feels
Oh, yeah,
like.
easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
I love this shit, dude.
it's end of the year. Might as well ride it out.
I feel like death.
We did an hour last week.
I got it about this same because I fucked up the editing process.
We all make mistakes here and there.
You're perfect, bud.
Well, I didn't include me at all, but
No, it was all me.
you guys all make mistakes sometimes. I'm out here just living my best perfect life.
Shut up. All right, guys, we're going to wrap this up.
All right.
This has been fun. It's crazy. We've done 100 episodes in 2 years, which is roughly, I think we've missed, there's 52 weeks in a year, correct?
Yeah.
So if we've missed only 4 episodes.
52 times 2, 104. Yeah.
We've only missed
look at
4
that.
fucking episodes and 2 solid years of content creation, which means we love you guys very much.
Let's go for next year. None missed.
We're gonna be fucking cranking out episodes next year.
Next year, we're going to be the fucking Cal Ripken Jr. of doing podcasts.
They're gonna be like, why? We'll be like, cuz we can.
We're making them.
Because like Cal Ripken wasn't winning a bunch of World Series wings.
Yeah.
Neither are we. Okay. We do this
proud
because
here.
we enjoy it.
Yeah.
We're in it.
The love of the game.
The love. We do it because we love you guys and we love horror movies. All right. Jeez. As always. A big shout out to all of our main supporters. Jeff Balance, he does our design work. If you see any of our signs in the videos, any of the merchandise that me and Jake are wearing, any of the stickers that we do, those are all Jeff Balance's designs. If you need any type of graphic design work, let us know. We'll send his information to you, and he'll work on the prices with you. Also, a humongous shout out to Lucky Riggs, who does our intro and our outro music. It's amazing, fits our podcast perfectly. We hit him with some random ideas 2 fucking years ago, and he knocked it out of the park for us. A massive shout out to Mr. Jake Devine.
Thank you.
Himself. He is the world's greatest co-host a guy could ask for. Even though I'm sick, feeling like shit, it is Christmas night. He still shows up, wants to bring you guys content, wants to hang out with me. So thank you, brother, for being the best fucking friend and the best fucking co-host I could ask for. A humongous shout out to every single one of our fans out there. Without you guys, we probably wouldn't feel the need to do this. We've had an amazing uptick of growth in the last couple of months. It feels great. This time of year is always tough for me and Jake, so it feels good that there are fans subscribing, commenting, and following along and growing our podcast even higher than we ever imagined. We have some big goals for 2024, so we hope you guys all join along with the J Squared Horror Podcast and our little crew, our little fandom we got going here.
Yeah. Anything
you want to add to this nice little year wrap up? Thank you.
I just want to say, because by the time the next one comes out, we post that. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's.
Yep. Hope you guys had a great Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Hope you guys have enjoyed the last year with us.
Yeah, with us. Yeah.
Thank you to you.
Why me?
For this last year of doing the podcast, the growth in our friendship.
Boom.
Life's good, man.
Life's good, man. I can't complain right now.
So we got another year of it.
We got another year of growing and being better men.
Yeah. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
This is the J Squared Horror Podcast. My name's Josh.
And I'm Jake.
You guys have a happy new year, and always remember, it's hip to be squared.